It's officially draft week, and I don't know about you, but that means I'm spending far too much time playing out all the different scenarios and possibilities to try to figure out what's going to happen before the Ravens are on the clock. Now, something that's interesting to consider in this year's draft is the premium that the NFL as a whole places on the inside linebacker position. As I'm sure you know, a number of the draft experts are projecting either Patrick Queen or Kenneth Murray to the Ravens at pick number 28. But the mocks vary on where these guys are going to go. Some say they're both gone before the Ravens are on the clock. Others say they could last into the second round. It's all across the board for these two linebackers. And a big part of the reason for that is there's differing opinions on what kind of value teams place on that position. It's not a pass rusher, it's not left tackle, it's not cornerback, so some teams may not value the inside linebacker position quite as high. But what do the Ravens think of it? Well, I asked our director of player personnel, Joe Ortiz, that question when he joined us on today's episode of the Lounge Podcast.
I think it's very important. I mean, especially the way the linebackers have changed. The guys are, being able to cover. Obviously you want your inside backers to play the run, be able to come downhill. But the way the game has changed and developed over the years, with as much as the ball's being thrown around, you definitely want guys that can offer a coverage value. So, I would say if you look at last year's draft, both Devons went high. I think the league as a whole values inside backers, and what you value is just good football players, regardless of the position. There was a time where a guard would never go in the first 10 picks, if not the first 20 picks, and now you have guards going in the top 5, top 10 picks all the time. So I think the league, there used to be a premium on certain positions. Now people are just valuing good football players that, regardless of position, that can help their teams win football games.
So are the Ravens going to take either of those guys? Well, we're going to have to wait and see until Thursday night. Now, we had a really good conversation with Joe, and I recommend that you check out that video version of the podcast on our app, our website, our CTV app, and our YouTube channel. And if you just want to listen to the audio version, then go ahead and check that out wherever you get your podcast. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching. We'll see all of you again tomorrow.